So we are sailing downwind, which means Spinnaker, and I'll show you my favorite spot on the whole boat, on the trampolines. This is my favorite spot.
Take a chance, will you let me ride? I could be the best thing in your life. Baby, let's take a drive, take a drive.
Welcome back on board Take It Easy. If you followed the last few episodes, you know our home is currently the Reefs in the Capricornia group. We initially left Great Keppel Island for Heron Island, a coral cay home to a resort and research station. After that, we made our way onto MastHead for a short night before being forced to go back on the coast in Gladstone due to the weather. If you missed this episode, I'll put a link in the description below. From there, let's be honest, we should have made our way down the coast to Coomera, next to Brisbane, so that we could start our annual maintenance and repairs. But the reef was still calling. So instead, we are going back to MastHead, and from there, we'll go to Fitzroy Reef and then Lady Musgrave. I mean, that's still progress toward the south, right? We are back on the reef. So in last episode we reached MastHead. If you missed it, I'll put a link up there. Essentially we only stayed there for a night because then after that the weather just went crazy. It was raining, it was very windy, so we just rushed to the coast. And we didn't get a chance to explore this reef. We spent 2 weeks in Gladstone, we were pet sitting, back on MastHead. We still can't go into the island, but we can explore the lagoon. This week there should be a bit of northerlies, so we're gonna take them to go to Lady Musgrave, and then after that we'll start heading south. How does that sound?
Yeah, sounds good. Can't wait to get in the water. I mean, if I remember well, 4 years ago, that was a beautiful reef, so
Let's go check it out.
there was plenty turtles.
Well, there should be plenty turtles because there's an island here for them to burst. So yeah, should be plenty turtles, and we already saw a couple in the water on the way here. So let's go check it out.
Let's have fun.
we are on the go again. We are leaving MastHead and we're gonna go to Fitzroy. We're going there because The wind is shifting to the north. In MastHead there's no protection against northerly winds, whereas in Fitzroy will be inside of the lagoon, it will be a bit protected. There's absolutely no wind at the moment, so
It's burning hot. I'm gonna die.
we're gonna be motoring the whole way. When there's no wind, that means it's super hot, so careful about the sun. So that's why we're wearing long sleeve and protection in the neck and everything. It should take us about 5 hours, something like this.
It's flat, so flat. I mean, I would have loved to be somewhere we can snorkel or dive, but it is what it is.
We will when we arrive in Fitzroy.
Yep.
All right, let's go. Next stop is Fitzroy Reef. It's the largest reef in the Bunker group, and it's a closed ring reef that dries out at low tide. Well, that's it, guys. We are arriving at the entrance of Fitzroy. It's quite a narrow reef to enter. We timed it so that we are in the incoming tide and not outgoing, so we are not fighting the currents when we enter. Let's get ready. The lagoon inside is deep with 6 to 10 meters. Although there's no quay at the reef, there is a sand body that often appears at low tide on the southwestern end of the reef. We can enter through 2 natural channels, which are not very wide. One of them is marked by channel markers, so it's actually not too difficult to navigate. Inside the lagoon, there are 3 mooring buoys and a large sandy area to anchor. There's also areas where anchoring is forbidden due to the presence of rare and fragile corals.
Conditions are perfect. 3 to 5 knots of winds, which is just ideal. Because no wind means really, really hot, and a little bit of wind just cools you down. And the water is really flat, so to snorkel, really gonna enjoy that. So we're quickly gonna get ready, and we're gonna go on the other side of the lagoon, next to the entrance. I saw some nice wall there. It wasn't too deep, probably like around 10 meters. Gonna get ready, probably not put the whole wetsuit on because the water temperature is over 29 degrees. So we're only gonna put the light one, the thin one, and we should be enjoying it. Lovely. And with internet on the reef, that's so good. I'm happy. That's the smile of a happy man.
We are still traveling with our friends from this way up, who arrived a little bit later than us after making a snorkeling stop along the way. We are ready. Let's go explore this north side.
Yeah.
So we came here 4 years ago and we stayed inside the lagoon because we were too scared to go outside, I guess.
I mean, it was our first time on the reef when we came here, and we didn't really know where to go and if you could actually go outside. And we had a tender with a 2.3 horsepower engine.
True.
Which is now different.
Now we know where to go, we know what we can do, we are a lot more confident in the water, so we're gonna go outside the lagoon and explore, and I'm sure it's amazing.
And enjoy. Let's get in the water and let's see that reef.
Let's go.
Yeah, nice trout.
The usual, but we haven't had any for a little bit of time, so it's fine. So that session was good. I mean, the coral at the beginning wasn't very pretty. There was not much to see, but a lot of coral trouts to fish, and also quite a few sharks. We saw a turtle, we saw a stingray. What else did we see? Sharks, and more sharks. We moved, and then the coral was way better. It was quite shallow, so not that good for spearfishing. And in any case, after we caught the trout, we just decided that was enough because we didn't really need much more. And that's what like sustainable spearfishing is all about. You just catch what you need, and then you stop. Just enjoy the reef after that. Our friend caught a crayfish. We just spent a little time in the rocks trying to look for crays. We were not so lucky, so that's it for us. So nice session. Now it's it's the end of the day. It's almost 6. It's going to be dark very soon, so we're just going to shower, cook dinner, and just settle down for the night. Alright guys, change of plans. We checked the wind this morning, and you know it is on a boat, the wind decides of everything we do. We're still on Fitzroy.
I thought I did decide on everything we do.
No, you don't. We are on Fitzroy Reef, and we're gonna make a move towards Lady Musgrave because there is a bit of wind today that should allow us to sail and not motor there. And the wind is coming from northwest, so we can actually go with the Spinnaker. And then tomorrow there's quite some strong north winds, so we need to be in a lagoon protected. So we could have stayed here, but Musgrave is also going to be a little bit protected. It's not going to be very comfortable, that's for sure. We want to try making our way toward Brisbane and Gold Coast, so the further down we can go today, the better. So yeah, today should be a nice sail with the Spinnaker. It's really hot, bit windy. Spinnaker's going to go up, and hopefully we can make those 25 nautical miles like this. All right, let's go.
So we are sailing downwind, which means Spinnaker, and I'll show you my favorite spot on the whole boat when we are sailing. On the trampolines. This is my favorite spot because you can hear the boat through the water. It's actually a very peaceful noise because it's very calm, and you have a little bit of breeze, not much because we are going downwind, so we are generating some wind in our face, so it's countering the wind that is going on our back, so the apparent wind is very light. The only issue is that you forget that it's actually warm and you can burn, which is very likely gonna happen, so I'm not gonna stay for too long. And here I am, enjoying the waves. So I've got an issue is I haven't been fishing for a while. I mean, I've tried, but I'm not catching anything. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to ask for Cecile to pick it because last time she did and it worked. Because I kind of say that I was the good fisherman and I was not her picking the right lure. So let's hope it's a good one. That one's on you. Shouldn't have picked. You're dead now.
But what if it does fish?
Then I'll be a good fisherman. So if I don't fish, it's your fault. If I fish, it's because of me.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Can you remind me who picked the lure?
I was the fisherman. Babe, can you come, please? I haven't been catching anything lately, so the last time we caught something is when you actually picked the lure.
I thought it was the fisherman. Yeah, right. Alright, let's pick a different lure then. What is this one?
This one is going to 6 meters and we've never used it.
Okay, let's give him a chance.
Because Green was working in the Solomon Islands previously, and Blue was working in Australia. But even the special Australian one is not catching anything, so we need to try something different.
Well, let's give this one a chance.
Is it just because we haven't picked it, or because you
Yeah.
like it?
No, because we never picked it.
Pick the one you like. It's the one that's gonna work.
I like this one, but now it's all scratched.
Well, I caught a big Spanish mackerel with it, so they have big teeth.
No, I want to give this one a try.
Because you like it.
Yeah,
Alright.
let's
Then
give it a try.
I'll swap it. I'll swap this one, going back on the bench. And this one is going on the beach.
Don't forget the pep talk.
No, you give the pep talk.
Okay, little fish, it's your time to shine. You're not supposed to work in Australia, and we're still giving you a chance. So prove everyone wrong. Prove that you can do it, because I know you can do it. You're gonna get in the water, and you're gonna swim like a crazy little boy, attract all the fish, especially Spanish mackerel, because today is the last day where we can get one before season closure. So if you see a Spanish mackerel, just do a little booty shake
Take that body shake.
and go get it. You know what to do now. It's your time to shine.
Well, if he's not catching anything after that, then he's not gonna go on the bench, but in the bin.
Yeah, definitely.
Spoiler alert, we didn't catch anything on that day, but we will with this lure in the next few days. But that's a story for another time. Meanwhile, we've made it to Lady Musgrave, one of our favorite spots on the Great Barrier Reef. And because technically we are in the cyclone season already, there's not as many people as we can see during the peak of the season. Thanks to Starlink allowing us to safely go there at that time, Lady Musgrave is going to give us a lot to see. Join us next time to discover this with us, as it will be our last fun stop before the end of our season. Make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss what's coming next. Drop us a like and share with your friends and family. See you next time. Bye!